What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am the GZ guy. Thank you so much for taking time to check in today. I do genuinely appreciate it. Today I want to talk about the 350Z and the G35 and which car do I like better, and the reason behind that, because I've had some people asking me if I have a preference over one or the other. So for you guys and gals that don't know, my G35 Coupe is a 06 with a 6-speed manual transmission in it, whereas the 350Z is an 04 with the automatic transmission in it. Both cars have the G35 motor in it. It was at the later years when they swapped over from being the G35 to the G37 line. They went to the VHR motor, and at that time they did a external refresh on the 350Z, as well as swapping over the power plant. One thing I don't like about either car, just like with my 300ZX or any of the Nissan Z line really, is horrible blind spots when you're driving the car, as far as when you're doing lane changes and stuff like that. So if you don't have one of these cars and you're looking into getting one, just be aware that that is an issue. Doesn't matter which vehicle you go with. The 350Z is a more agile car, as far as it being a lot more responsive in tight turns and stuff like that. It is a shorter wheelbase, and it actually weighs quite a bit less really overall. It still is a heavy car, don't get me wrong, whereas the G35, it doesn't handle badly, but again, it is more of a luxury car, and it does have sport tune suspension and stuff like that. But again, you can build either car. A lot of guys and gals like to build them for drifting and track days and stuff like that. There are a lot of aftermarket parts out there. That's another thing I do like about both cars, is the availability for modification as far as manufacturers go. Both very, very popular cars in the tuner world. And I mean, I'm sure if you guys are on Instagram or even here on YouTube, you find tons of channels about both vehicles. I don't really honestly have a preference of one over the other. I enjoy and love driving the G35 Coupe out on the back roads, being it is the 6-speed manual. It is a lot of fun, but the 350Z definitely has its time and place as well. When I'm sitting in heavy traffic on the freeway, I prefer to be in that vehicle because you're not playing clutch in, clutch out. But both cars get up and do the job and move very well. You know, there's a lot of people, again, they'll talk about the power plant and it not having enough horsepower and so on. But you have to remember the age of these vehicles. During their time, they had great horsepower, to be honest. Matter of fact, the G35 Coupe, during its time, was known for being faster than the I-Series BMW. And Nissan, as far as the 350Z, one of their slogans at that time was places to go, Porsches to pass. So during the time frame these cars were in production, they definitely were contenders, and they were holding their own really well. So don't be discouraged at that. Yeah, there's a lot of cars that are newer or new now that, you know, as time goes on, horsepower goes up. But for what they are and for the time that they're being manufactured and in production, both phenomenal cars, and I still love both of them. And honestly, I mean, I am a Nissan fanatic, hence the name, the GZ guy. Also, maybe you don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do, but just in case you don't, Infiniti, like I said, is the luxury line. And as far as sports cars go, Infiniti line, they ended up launching like the Q when they switched over from the G line. So like the Q60, the Red Sport, all that, is Infinity's current line, and I'm sure a lot of you know that Nissan has announced the new Z coming out, which I think is a beautiful car and has a lot of nods to the heritage as far as styling goes. You got the 240Z style front end on it. You have body lines that incorporate both the 350 and the 370Z, sorry, and the taillights from the Z32 style on there. So honestly, guys, both great cars in my opinion. Just kind of wanted to touch base on that because I've had people ask which one I prefer, and honestly, I don't really prefer one over the other. I think, like I said, both amazing cars, and if you don't have one and you have the means to get one, I can't say to get this over the other. I don't think you'll be disappointed with whatever you choose to do. With that said, guys, I also want to let you know, I had mentioned in my last video that if you guys were interested, giveaway-wise, I would try to get some more of the carbon fiber Infinity trunk emblems, and I was able to acquire a handful of them. So those are on the way, guys, and they are not for me, they're for you. I don't know how I'm going to go about figuring out who gets them. I don't know if I'm just going to randomly maybe pick one of you guys or gals, and I'll contact you over on Instagram, or if we'll do a giveaway or maybe a mix. I'm not too sure. Haven't really thought that far ahead, but I wanted to do something nice for you guys because I appreciate all the love and support. And I had mentioned in previous videos that when I could, they may not always be huge giveaways like some of the past stuff, but I definitely want to do something for you guys and help you with your builds. So those are coming. I do have to say, the one thing is you will have to be subscribed to the channel here and following over there. It just makes it easier for me, honestly, to keep track. And if you don't have an Instagram, just shoot a comment down below, because I want it to be fair and be able to get it to whoever. But as far as it goes for me, it's a lot easier to keep track of who's who and who's following and stuff like that. Another thing I want to touch base on really quick, guys, I know I went over it, I did a full video on it, and it just happened last night over on Instagram. And I will tell you this, people being hateful to people, again, if you want to go off on my page and make fun of my cars and this, that, and the other, I really don't care. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. We all like different things. That's great. You don't have to like what I like. I don't have to like what you like. I will be respectful, just because I am not the kind of guy to put people down based off of their opinions, like so on and so forth. I will not tolerate, however, people being rude to my followers that make comments or try to be nice and show love and stick up for me. If you do that, I will block you, and I have no problem putting it out there right here for you to hear. I will put you on blast. I may not have the most followers in the world on my YouTube or my Instagram, but I am not going to make comments and try to hide it and whatever. I'm going to put it out there for everybody to see, so they're well aware of who and how you are. And even messaging me afterwards that you are sorry that you said that, please take it down, because people are letting you know they don't like what you had to say. Don't be racist and don't be a jerk. It's that simple. You don't want people to give you backlash. Think before you speak. It's really simple. I just don't get it. I don't condone it, and I'm not going to stand by and just pretend that you're some great person or whatever. I don't care. There's just no reason for it, guys. It's a simple fact. I'm not going to tolerate it. It's been said, and I will definitely stick up for my supporters, because everybody's been so great to me. It would be wrong for me not to stick up for them. And again, I'm not gonna try to justify and play games and let you think it's okay to make those kinds of comments and just sweep it under the rug. Again, I'll block you, and if it's a direct message, I will screenshot it and put it out there for those guys and gals to see, because, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and put you down straight up, but I'm also not going to hide the kind of person you are if you're doing hate speech or anything like that. It's just, there's no place for it. Not on my channel, not on my page. All right, we're a community, and I want it to be fun. Everybody's welcome and invited. So with that rant being over, guys, once again, thank you if you've made it this far in the video. I do got stuff coming up for the G35 and the 350. I just wanted to do an intro, kind of talk about both the cars, but the main topic I wanted to hit on was just now of zero tolerance for that kind of behavior. We get enough bad publicity as car guys and gals based off of some people's behaviors and things that they go out and do, which again, if that's your thing, that's great, but I'm not going to go down that lane. I've kind of talked about it in the past. Anyway, guys, with that said, I do genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, guys, you do you, you build for yourself, take pride in your ride, and once again, if you're not subscribed, all that YouTube stuff I'm supposed to say, I'm saying it right now. I'm sure you know how it goes. If not, well, I guess we'll figure it out another time. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for checking in. I will see you later. And remember, the most important thing you guys can do, be kind to each other. Have a good one.